Hello and welcome to In Summary. Today we're diving into a major story that's been making headlines across the globe: Donald Trump's second term. From controversial executive orders to bold foreign policy decisions, Trump's presidency is already shaping up to be just as eventful as his first. We'll take a closer look at how his second term is going, the challenges, the wins, and the moments that are rocking the political world. President Trump signed approximately 70 executive orders within his first month, surpassing recent predecessors in volume. These orders have significantly impacted various sectors, including education, immigration, and federal employment.
And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
For instance, Dodge aims to streamline federal operations, resulting in mass layoffs of civil servants and a push to reduce government spending. This initiative has raised criticism for potentially undermining the efficiency and effectiveness of federal agencies.
But today I'm also asking you to look forward to really something very, very bright and more promising. And it's going to be an even more promising tomorrow, I promise you that. You're the first graduating class of the golden age of America. We're in the golden age. You watch. This is the golden age. This is the golden age. We've done things that nobody thought possible. 100 days yesterday, 100 days, and we've done things that nobody thought even possible. Like many generations before you, you're graduating at an exciting time for our nation, a period of both extraordinary change and incredible potential and what will be unbelievable growth. You're going to see that very soon. You're going to see it starting very, very soon.
Donald Trump also signed into law the Laken-Riley Act, which enforces stricter immigration controls, including measures to end birthright citizenship and expedite deportations.
It's more aggressive. It's better. Why? Because I think I've had a lot of experience. And in my first term, I was fighting everybody because they were very aggressive toward me. I always said survival and taking care of the country, not necessarily in that order. But I had to take care of the country, but I had a bunch of lunatics like Pelosi and all of these people. They fought me, and we won.
The administration has intensified deportation efforts, including the establishment of large detention centres and the implementation of daily deportation quotas. President Trump also signed orders targeting diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in education. These actions aim to increase oversight of colleges and schools, eliminate DEI mandates, and promote behaviour-based discipline policies in K-12 education.
In 100 days, I've taken more than 1,000 executive actions, and I could recite our accomplishments all night long. And by the way, did you just see what I did? Straws. I wiped out the paper straw, little thing. These are the little things. Your sink. You ever try buying a new sink and no water comes out? Your shower heads, your toilets, the whole thing, it's a disaster. We now have it so you can have as much water as you want.
President Trump's approval ratings have been historically low, with a CNN poll indicating a 41% approval rate, marking the lowest in any US president within their first 100 days since 1953. While Republican support remains strong, with 75% approval among GOP voters, Democrats and independents express significant disapproval, contributing to the overall low national approval. President Trump has imposed a 10% universal import duty on all goods entering the US, with higher rates for specific countries. This move has led to market instability and retaliatory tariffs from affected nations.
And would you be open to a pause in tariffs to allow for negotiations?
Well, we're not looking at that. We have many countries that are coming to negotiate deals with us, and they're going to be fair deals, and in certain cases they're going to be paying substantial tariffs. There'll be fair deals. As you know, I spoke this morning with the Prime Minister of Japan, and we had a very good conversation. They're coming. And I said, one thing, you're going to have to open up your country, because we sold no cars, like 0 cars in Japan, and they sold millions of cars into our country. They don't really take our agriculture, a little bit of it just to keep us slightly happy, but they don't take what they're supposed to be taking. So we have a great relationship with Japan. We're going to keep it that way, but they're coming in to meet, and other countries are coming in.
In response to the conflict in Gaza, President Trump proposed an American-led takeover of the region, suggesting the relocation of Palestinian populations and the establishment of a special economic zone. This proposal has been met with international criticism and concern over its feasibility and humanitarian implications. More recently, the administration temporarily suspended military aid to Ukraine amid the ongoing conflict with Russia, later resuming support after Ukraine agreed to a potential ceasefire. The US also proposed concessions to Russia, including territorial adjustments, raising concerns about the administration's approach to international alliances and commitments.
Well, I want them to stop shooting, sit down and sign a deal. And we have the confines of a deal, I believe, and I want them to sign it and be done with it and just go back to life.
Critics argue that President Trump's second term has seen a rollback of ethical standards, including the dismissal of inspector generals and the pardoning of individuals involved in the January 6 Capitol attack. These actions have raised questions about the administration's commitment to transparency and accountability. The administration's aggressive trade policies and significant tax cuts may lead to increased national debt and potential economic instability. Analysts warn of the long-term effects on markets and consumer prices. The implementation of stringent immigration policies and cuts to social programs have sparked protests and legal challenges across various states, including potential for continued social unrest.
Where did you get the idea for reopening Alcatraz?
Just an idea I've had, and I guess because the judges, so many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, you know, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order.
The US's unilateral foreign policy actions may strain relationships with traditional allies and impact its standing in global institutions.
Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
Yes. What about West
If
Africa?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days.
The administration's actions have elicited strong reactions both domestically and internationally, and the coming months will be critical in determining the long-term effects of these policies.